last EV.
The biggest news out of
Cybertruck.
all of them.
It's the biggest EV as well. The Cybertruck. Mostly because people have been out in the real world living with it and owning a non-clear coated stainless steel truck for a little while. And it seems like it is actually prone to some small rust spots if you get like debris stuck to your car for a while.
I guess I don't know exactly how it's working, but I see. So it's very similar to if you have like a stainless steel grill that's outside. Even with a cover, it is inevitably going to get rust spots on it. And I'm sure that this steel is better than the steel being made from those grills. But it's very, there's pictures out there, which is also very funny because there's a lot of forums where this is out there and they're just like, you're a liar. This isn't real. Like defending it to the T. But stainless steel can still rust. It does not mean it is completely prone or like it is never going to rust. It's going to rust less, but it still can cause little rust spots that look terrible. And you should be very careful cleaning it, I guess, or just like the patina. I don't know.
It just can't stain.
Just can't. Is that exactly like what it?
No, I was trying to make a joke because you can stain
stainless steel.
steel. And then you'd be like,
There's a lot of
and I'd
people-
be like, well, what is it good for?
There's a lot of people who said it's stainless, not stain proof.
Just like how it doesn't stop the rip, but it stops the rip.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it also fingerprints a ton. Like we had it for a day and there were tons of fingerprints on it.
Gonna be an interesting looking truck.
This is an all-time easy decision. You should just wrap it. Tesla should offer
Possibly.
wraps. Like you should be able to get a wrap.
They
It's
do offer
flat.
a black one.
Does Tesla?
I think so.
Oh, well, this is the physically easiest vehicle to wrap because it's flat.
Yeah.
And you could probably do it yourself for as little money as possible. It's just going to be so much better looking.
I feel like once it gets dirty and tarnished, though, it's going to look amazing.
Possibly. You have to get to the
Like-
patina phase.
Yeah, it's going to
Maybe.
look great at the very beginning and like way after at the very end. But like that whole middle part,
I wish
gonna
we
look
had one
gross.
here to drive around and just get like all the salt and all the crap on New Jersey roads. Like if you guys saw the Rolls Royce video and you were mad at me for not cleaning it, that's just what it looks like when you drive places in New Jersey in the winter.
so that on a Cybertruck wouldn't look sick.
Maybe.
I feel like that would look sick.
Maybe. TBD. There are none in New Jersey, so we'll have to find out.
Okay,
Yeah, they have.
Isaac.
Okay, yeah, they offer a color paint film for $6,000 in ceramic white or stealth black.
Oh, I actually
Okay.
didn't know that.
$6,000 is a little steep for just like,
Isn't that usually what a wrap costs?
yeah, but it's a solid color and it's from the factory and it's like the easiest car to, you could get that done for less,
Yeah, true.
I think.
True.
Anyway. Okay. Well, that's all we had for the Waveform
EV form.
section.
The white one looks kind of nice. Not gonna lie.
You
That
look
would
kinda
get
nice.
dirty
Thank
faster
you.
though.
You're welcome.
I get dirty.
If you thought the
fast.
rust spots were bad and you want a white truck, I had bad news for you. That's not going to go well.
Who gets a wrapped black Cybertruck and is like, oh yeah, stealthy? No.
No one knows who I am.
There was a great tweet. This might be the most delusional tweet I've ever seen, but it's like, you could pull up with a Cybertruck to the valet at a 5-star hotel and it just wouldn't look weird. It's the only
I
truck
saw
you could
that.
do that with. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
When they say 5-star, they mean like
Super fancy. Like, it's the only truck you could pull up to
don't
a
think
valet service at a nice hotel and it wouldn't look out of place.
If you pulled up to an insane asylum, it would look weird. There's nowhere that truck won't
What
look
I would
weird.
agree
it's weird
with
looking.
is that like it looks expensive because it's so like bespoke and strange, and so pulling up to a nice hotel in an expensive bespoke strange car is more normal than pulling up to a very fancy hotel in an F-150.
yeah.
That's the only part of that that
But
I
That's a
the
reach.
highest in F-150 is like $100,000.
yeah.
I do. Yeah, I know what David's. I
You see what I'm saying?
agree with David, but I don't want to agree with David.
Yeah, exactly.
I reluctantly agree with David.
I think the Rivian would look pretty fire pulling up.
Yeah,
that's a good
because
point.
It's also an expensive fancy car.
Yeah. It just has to look somewhat unique.
Right.
The Rolls-Royce Cullinan. The Hummer EV.
So
That
if you pull
truck-
up,
That would look normal.
That would look...
Imagine
pretty
asking a valet driver to drive your Hummer EV into the parking garage.
Did I
and
tell you guys
rip
about the
all
Rivian valet driver in New York?
Who like crashed your car?
No, he said it though.
He said he crashed it?
All right, we'll end with this. I parked. I went to an Apple briefing for the Vision Pro a couple weeks ago, and I drove into the city, and I drove the Rivian, and I almost regretted it, but I did find parking in this little valet parking lot, and I parked there, and I gave the guy the keys, and he parked it. And when I came back from the briefing, I saw another Rivian, an R1S, and it was green. And I said, "Oh, another Rivian. He's like, oh, yeah, I love these things, man. But, dude, these are the fastest reversing vehicles I have ever driven. I crashed this thing reversing not that long ago. It's crazy. I was like, wow.
That didn't happen to mine, right?
That's crazy, man. And then he's like, anyway, here's your keys. And I like went over and like inspected the crap out of my car. Anyway.
At least you weren't the test bed for it.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. But I can vouch it is a very fast reversing. It is the fastest reversing car I've ever driven.
Dang.
In case you were wondering. Okay, thanks for watching that clip. We need an outro for the clip. So what I would suggest is we all sit here and explain why you should like the video, but more importantly, watch the full episode if you want the context of the whole conversation.
Why would you ever want context?
So you can see me really botch this week's trivia question.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just terrible.
That's a huge reason to go watch. So yeah, they got to the end of the clip, and then we tell them, go watch Ellis fumble the trivia question.
Yeah.
Just trip over it over and over. So
We also talk about other stuff.
What other stuff?
Cars.
life.
If
Life.
photos are real.
Photos are real.
Earth, wind, air,
Fire.
air.
Leche.
Leches.